Hi, my name is Gabrielle Milch, and today we will be talking about delivering educational programs in the agricultural settings, presentation number 3, Cooperative and Active Learning. Last time we worked on a project for presentation number 2 where we introduced questioning and discussion, and we met objectives with a master gardener on how to inform a client about turf grass problems. And today we're going to be actually going into the master gardener class, and we're going to be working with a group of my existing students and going over the cooperative and active learning assignment that I gave them this week during their class. To deal with water management. So the objectives of today's discussion are we're going to have a discussion about irrigation systems and their required management, because a system is good as long as it was set up properly and that it is managed properly and that you're hitting the target. And also we're going to be able to teach others about the irrigation system. So I'm going to be breaking you all into groups, and you're going to be doing some different kind of learning today rather than traditional learning of me standing up here lecturing you. Also, we want you, after our first discussion was to gain an understanding of the EDIS publication site. So how many people in the group feel like they got an understanding of that? So the exercise that we're going to do, and it's a little bit, we're going to get up and it's going to be messy, but it's good, and we're already behind a little bit of time here. So we're going to have, I have 5 articles, or 6 articles up here about, one is how to calibrate your sprinkler, one is how to retrofit from a regular irrigation system to a micro irrigation, one's basic repair and management, 4 steps to tune up your irrigation system, how to deal with an operation controller, and setting up the layout for uniformity. So we've got some. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break you into groups, and you're going to, each of you are going to sit and read the articles, and then you can discuss for 10 minutes, and then prepare an outline based on your discussion between you, what you think are the most critical points that you would tell someone that didn't know anything about this. So you guys are going to, instead of me sitting here telling you how to do it and saying, well, you didn't give us very good instructions, you're going to be doing it. So we're also going to then create a presentation, and somebody, or all of you, it doesn't have to be just one person speaking, are going to stand up and do a little presentation for the class with in mind that the people that you're talking to have 0 knowledge. That's not true, but you guys do have knowledge. You have more knowledge than the average person, and a lot more knowledge than a lot of people. So also then at the end of the day, we're going to do the presentations to the class. So this is a little bit different. You know, you guys are all going to work together. Now I set up a time schedule over there, and you notice from 11 to 11:30, that was the 30 minutes. So we're just going to push everything down. And thank you, Rita. She had me write the timing up there, although I have to modify it. So, and then we're going to pass these out and work in groups. Let's see. So this is the list of the articles that we're going to be doing it on. And questions? All right, so how are we going to break up? Well, you guys are kind of all in, 6 tables, so I think that we'll just do it by table. There's a lot of different ways to break you up, because usually you sit by your buddies, but it's good to sit by your buddy and help, explain. And if not, if there's people who want to move, so during this exercise, what we're going to do is Marge and I and Nancy are going to walk around, and we're going to try to help clarify. So I've got resources up here, some markers, and everybody's going to get, every group's going to get one of these big sheets that they can write, kind of organize, maybe make a concept map or ideas of what you're going to do, and then organize it And just use one sheet in your presentation if you want to have an outline. That's what's to write the outline. And then there's enough of each one of the documents that during your presentation we'll hand out the rest to you guys, to everybody. You'll get these to take home. So if you want to write notes on these while you're while the presenters are presenting, that can help you too, or use a highlighter to highlight. You see if they've got all the, because you're going to kind of self-check yourself. Okay. So let me see. Let's see. How about? There you go.
Okay, you want to do these two? And I'll just do application rate and figure out how I'm going to try to do
Group activity so far.
It's been very interesting and very challenging, yes. We've been interacting very well.
It forces you to think through it more.
Yes.
Which is a good way to do it.
I'm doing a video for my class. How do you like this group activity so far?
We have a great group. Very knowledgeable.
Well, we all want to use it, so it's very instructive to us.
It is, very much so. We all have different systems, so it's kind of neat that we can interject our own experience from the micro-irrigation standpoint.
Right.
Helps save a lot of water, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Cool. Gallons per minute versus gallons per hour.
Yes,
Big
trying
difference.
to understand
We have that in our nose.
mathematically, yes.
So hi guys, I'm doing a presentation for my graduate level course. How do you like this type of activity learning, cooperative learning?
It's different.
Do you like it?
Personally, no, but it can be effective. As it from an educator, it can be effective. But personally, I don't.
I like to go solo.
Yes.
I think we don't know enough to do a valid presentation with just this amount of time. It's a lot of detail. So,
But remember, who is your audience? People that know nothing.
I'm going to get just a little bit more than that.
Do you think this was a cooperative education exercise?
Absolutely.
Thanks.
What do you think? How did you learn?
Yes.
It's the best way to learn is hands-on. We're having to figure out some things that we didn't know.
And we've had to work together to figure out the answers.
Yes.
Okay.
And some of us are more technically minded than others.
So you think you'll be able to help the novice people out there, the audience you're going to reach?
We're not quite sure.
How do you feel about this activity that you are preparing for? Did you learn a lot?
Yeah. We learned a lot, but we really don't want to get up and speak.
We learned a lot, but it's not a topic that any of us feels particularly comfortable with, so we're sort of learning as we go.
Okay. So who's your audience? Hi guys, how are you today?
We're doing wonderful.
What are you doing?
This is step 2 of a 3-part process for calibrating your sprinkler systems so we can get the rate of water that over a certain period of time, and how much water that we're going to need on this area in given period of time.
So this is cooperative learning. How do you like the process? Do you like cooperative learning?
I love it when a guy gets to do the writing. That's my favorite part.
This presentation was about cooperative and active learning. I put together an activity within the Master Gardener class, and we went over 6 articles, and later that. This video, presentation number 3, was about cooperative and active learning. And in this video, I showed the introduction, the objectives, and the assignment for the class. Upon their working together cooperatively, as I've shown in those clips of each of the groups, we could definitely see some of the 4 learning styles at action. We had some of the people who were very hands-on. We had others who were more reflective and more reserved, and some people who had fears regarding doing presentations. And so working in a group and then observing them at the end doing their presentations was a good experience for them. And I questioned them at the end and asked them if they would like to learn this way again. And I had several people who wanted to be involved that way, and most of them did not want to learn that way again. They liked me standing up there lecturing. So next time we'll be working on inquiry and an inquiry lesson, and the topic will be a study about pesticide usage and the integrated pest management, and I will be using some more of the students from my classes. Today we created the presentation, and it included cooperative and active learning strategies that I utilized in this group, and I hope that all is good.